Hey up guys, how are we doing? You alright? It's the Autistic Biker here, Nick from Sheffield. So, yeah, I know you've probably, for those of you that are on all these Facebook motorcycle blogging videos and that pages, you've probably not seen my name come up or me post a video in weeks, absolutely weeks and weeks and weeks, if not maybe a month or there's no point guessing because I've still not got a clue. God knows how long it's been since I put a video up, but there is a reason for that, hence the reason. That's obviously the reason why I'm doing this video, however long it's going to take, just to basically update you all, basically. So yeah, just to get straight into it, and like I said, this is basically sort of like more or less like an update video, so to speak, basically, of why I haven't been active, you could say. I haven't been frequently and recently active, regular active. I haven't put a video up in ages, seems like ages anyway to me, blah blah blah. So to me this video is very important that you basically listen to it all the way through. No matter how long it is, guys, I would appreciate it if you did listen to it all the way through. Obviously I can't make it, you don't have to, but to me it's very important because this is sort of like sort of like from this onwards, from this point onwards, it's sort of like a new job, as I said, sort of like in a way like a fresh, clean slate, so to speak, sort of, in a way. So I haven't been on making any videos, basically going out, doing my recording on the actually cross back home now, they're all is exactly precisely because of that reason that I've just said, because I really don't enjoy doing it this way. I don't enjoy, like I said, to go back over it again, I don't enjoy going out and doing and then basically doing a separate voiceover and then doing one more, blah blah blah. But this is the reason why, though, don't get me wrong, it's not the fact of me having to double my workload that's really put me off. It's got nothing to do with that at all whatsoever, because I don't mind doubling my workload. I just don't mind it at all whatsoever. I've got patience for it. I've got patience of a Chinaman. I don't mind doing my workload at all whatsoever. The one and one reason only why it's been really hindering my ability. The reason why it's been such a sort of thing and it's hindered me is because I just don't feel and think, I just don't think and feel in my hearts of hearts and in my head, my heart and my soul and my whole well-being that by doing it this way, by doing a totally separate audio voiceover, when you're not on your motorcycle, when you've put your motorbike all away and you've locked it away in your garage and blah blah blah, and then you've come back home, and then I just don't feel that it's proper. I just don't feel as if this is like, as if this should be the like motorcycle vlogging, the motorcycle vlogging, motorbike vlogging way. And it just doesn't feel very proper to me. Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm on my bike, I can feel so much happiness and so much joy and so much excitement, and I feel so much excitement, joy and happiness inside my stomach and belly and head and heart, and it really chirps me up. It really makes me feel more chirpy, like a blackbird singing in a tree, you know, any type of bird singing really. It just fills my heart and my head with so much joy and happiness. So that's the thing, it's bugging me. Why would I not want to stick an external microphone in the action cam and start speaking into like an external microphone coming out of my action cam from top of my helmet, inside, down and inside to the inside of my motorcycle helmet, where I speak into like the end of a speaker, end of a external microphone, basically wrapped in like a, like they're wrapped in like a fabricated, it's like a squishy, soft, fabricated like speaker piece in it, like over speaker. Why would I not do that? Because I'm coming back home, and then what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm going in the second bedroom now. I'm doing it now like I'm doing it. But by the time I've put my motorcycle away, and I took all my helmet off, my gloves off, my motorcycle gear off, by the time I've had something to eat, had a bath or shower, freshened up, topped up my hygiene, come back in the second, come in the second bedroom, by the time I've done the video, by the time I come to start it, and even talking all the way through it like I'm doing now, that excitement's gone. So when I'm doing this thing, at least an hour away from a motorcycle ride, if not more. But an hour is all it takes. An hour is being away from a motorcycle even too long, in my opinion. In fact, no, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. It's science what it can do to your mental health and well-being. So, anyway, blah blah blah. But all that's changed now anyway, guys, because I can now officially say this is a sort of like official announcement. I have now ordered a new action cam. I did have the Crosstour CT 8000, where that doesn't, well, as far as I know, it doesn't enable you to actually put an external microphone inside of it. If it does or it doesn't, I don't know, but I've ordered a new action camera now, so like I say, obviously I can't put some numbers on this one. I know for a fact this one that I've ordered is definitely, basically it is programming function where it does enable the internal program software inside of it. It enables you to actually put an external microphone into the side of it, and then obviously, so yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I did have the well, I've still got the the Crosstour CT 8000. I have now just ordered only yesterday on Sunday the 19th of September 2020. I've now ordered the Crosstour CT 9900. So that's a Crosstour CT 9900. That even comes in the box with basically an external microphone. Plus, if I wanted to upgrade and go out and just get myself a totally separate, much more better quality external microphone, if I'm not happy with the microphone, I can always do that. No problem. But yeah, I can now officially say I'm actually looking forward to this by doing it, in my opinion, as I put the proper traditional old school as a motorcycle vlogging should be, the proper motorcycle vlogging, which is basically speaking to an external microphone, a live as you actually ride, and actually video capturing your ride there and then. So basically there'll be no coming back home, doubling my workload, which I don't mind that anyway, but I'm just saying, coming to the second bedroom. But by the time I come to sit down and do voice over, it's like that excitement as well, that joint happiness is gone from the heart. So it's no wonder it's like I'm not feeling that makes sense, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I start video by saying, hey, it's not just but then it's not that. You can tell there's no joy in the sound of your voice. But so that's going to change. So just to let you all know, I'm now, it was just a big massive bear for me. It was a big massive bear, and I just felt impossible all of a sudden, as if I just had to do something about it. I just couldn't not do all that. I just couldn't, in other words, I just couldn't continue doing it this way that I'm doing now, and on all my previous videos before this that I've always done. It was bugging me doing it in this style, in this etiquette, in this method, you know, by using this method, this style, in this way, a certain etiquette to it, you know. It was just bugging me. You know, I just want to be doing it the much more traditional, old school, proper way. Like, in my opinion, it's the best way forward in it, and it absolutely should do, you know. So yeah, I've ordered the Crosstour CT 9900. It comes with an external microphone with it, plus it comes, which is sort of like an added bonus in a way anyway, it comes with like one of them remotes, you know, like a little sort of like a remote where you can press play and pause and stop and play, pause and stop whenever you video with the remote. So you don't have to touch any buttons or the touch screen on the actual so that'll be like more convenient, handy and useful for me. Like I said, it comes with an external microphone anyway, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's it. Also as well, hopefully it does as well through what I'm about to say, but hopefully as well. But it's not about this for me. The only thing it will about for me is getting one that enables you to actually, that's programming function where it enables you to play, to use an external microphone through. That's the only thing that matters to me, that's it. But also, as well, you will be seeing, even if it's just a slight little increase, even if it's just a bit more of an increase of a better quality in the video capture recording, in the video recording quality, because not only is it the same sort of like spec, the same sort of quality with an external microphone, it's actually sort of like much more better kind of built out because it's got a remote, or a remote controls, which makes recording on the remote side like more efficient, hassle-free, easier, more convenient. It's actually got more better quality, more of a programming function, recording quality anyway. My Crosstalk CT8000 like I've got now, it does record in 4K, but to be honest, in all honesty, to not sugarcoat it, in a way, in an effect, if this makes sense in all due respects, but it may as well not even have the 4K programming function in it, because I'm not really funny. Recording at a 4K is all well and good, but you must have a certain sufficient amount of FPS, frames per second, within your high definition setting that can correspond and marry up and match up to the actual setting. And to be honest, in my opinion, this is very pixelated and blotchy when you come to record in 4K. It's really not very good when you come to record in 4K, because the CT8000 like I've got at the minute, it records in a 4K, yeah, but with a 4K setting as standard within the 4K, it only records at a 25 FPS, a 25 frames per second, and I'm sorry to not sugarcoat it, that's just not good enough. It's just not. It's very pixelated and blotchy, so it's not good. But with this CT, the Crosstalk CT9900, it does record in a 4K, obviously, with it being a more expensive, pricier one, and more of an upgrade. But it doesn't record at a crappy 25 FPS frames per second in 4K. In 4K, it actually records in a 60 FPS frames per second. So hopefully, if I want to record in 4K, you should be noticing basically much more better video quality, faster frame rate, smoother playback, hopefully. But even in the normal 1080 standard HD, the 1080p standard HD setting, in this Crosstalk CT9900, it actually has a frame rate, an FPS, a frames per second rate of 120 frames per second in your normal standard 1080p, your standard HD. So no matter which setting I choose to put it in and record in, hopefully you should be noticing, and me myself noticing, a lot more of a better video quality, pixelated, quality, smoother, faster frame rate, playback. So that's the CT8000 like I've got now, 4K at 25 frames per second, as opposed to 4K in 60 frames per second, and the CT8000 in 1080p standard HD at 60 frames per second, as opposed to this new one, the 9900, at 1080p standard HD, but at 120 frames per second. Plus, like I said, I'm going to be doing it in a much more, I'm going to be doing it like the proper motor vlogging way, like it should be, by an external microphone. So yeah, hopefully that's alright, guys. So yeah, no problem. So yeah, I'm going to end it there, and I can't actually say, guys, as well, because I don't know myself. Obviously I cannot tell you if I don't know, but I can't actually tell you for when it will be arriving on my new customer center. So I got a confirmation when all the payment transaction and the full payment and everything will go through yesterday on Sunday 19th of September 2021. Basically saying, like obviously every email does for whenever you pay money into a company's pocket, thank you so much for your order, we do appreciate it, blah blah blah. And then it just basically said, we will send you another email after this, we will notify you with another email for when we've basically shipped or like packed and sent off your Crosstalk CT9900 action cam. So until I received that email telling me for when the ETA, the estimated time arrival is going to be, obviously I can't say now at all, because I don't even know myself for when it should or will be arriving. I will only know, and I can only tell you guys only for when I get that email, you know, that second email saying, you know, it's now on its way, we've shipped it, we've sent it off, it should be with you roughly on, you know, between this date and that date. This is a link where you can track your order, blah blah blah. So I just can't wait to bring you much more better, not just only better like video capturing quality, but also I hope that you are going to tell like a difference in terms of the audio on the Autistic. I hope that you feel a lot more inviting to my videos, a lot more creative, pulling, a lot more intrigued, because surely you're going to notice an audio quality in terms of the excitement that's projecting to you guys, that's coming out of my voice, that's basically, I'm going to be speaking 100% totally from my heart and from my soul, and it's going to be nothing but joy and excitement that's going to portray that to you guys and project that out to you. That's going to be projected out to you. You know, like something done something like this, because I'm not going to feel like it's been a very good for quite some time now. Can't wait to really as soon as the cost of the CT9900 arrives, I can't wait to really get through so yeah, so I'm going to end it there, guys. So much respect to next year from being the Autistic Partner. So remember, if you are right safe, Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Take care.